Assalamualaikum. This is Shahana Wahid, and today we will discuss the numericals related to the solutions for the biochemistry lab. Let's start the lecture. The main learning outcomes of this lecture is the revision of the terms like solution, like solute and solvent. Distinguish the solutions, mixtures and colloids. Then we will revise what types of solutions are there, and after the differentiation of the saturated, unsaturated and supersaturated solution, we will do certain numericals. We have learned that solutions are homogeneous mixture and they are mixed thoroughly in such a way that the components are observed as a single phase. Either this phase is a liquid phase or either this phase is a gaseous phase. Usually solids are dissolved in a liquid state to make a solution. There are various examples of solution, and the most common example of the solution is air, which is composed of different types of gases. And another example is water, which contains several types of electrolytes in it in minor or trace amount. The water is completely pure, still it contains trace amount of certain electrolytes in a soluble form. Then another example is the milk, soda, coffee. These are all the examples of solutions. And solutions are basically involved in the chemistry of the life. Two main components are there. One is solvent and one is solute. And usually the solute is a substance which is dissolved in a solvent to prepare or to make a solution. Usually solute is in a lesser amount as compared to the solvent. If the concentration of the solution is about 50%, it means 50% solute is dissolved in 50% of the solvent. In this case, we can assign the solute to any of the component, that is either the liquid state or either the gaseous state, or whatever the state of the matter of the solute, we will assign it. Importance is that many chemical reactions are there which are mainly carried out in the solution forms, and as we inhale the air, the oxygen is absorbed in our lungs and it all grow through the blood and reach to the cells where it is present. It is perform its cellular function. Furthermore, we can also say that solution is basically a type of a mixture. And what is a mixture? Mixture is a substance that is composed of two or more substances, and it is of two types: homogeneous mixture and the heterogeneous mixture. So solution is basically the homogeneous mixture, जिसमें substance जो है वो uniform. So if the mixture is non-uniform and have the regions that look different from each other, then it can called as the heterogeneous mixture. Another type of example, which is the example of the uniform mixture, is the colloids. What is the difference between the colloids and the solution? I can ask you. Colloids is a mixture that contains the particles with the specific diameter ranging from 2 to 500 nanometer. It means कि अगर solute का जो diameter है उसमें जो particle size है उसका 2 to 500 nanometer होगा, then the solution appear as a uniform in nature, and it is thoroughly the composition is the same throughout the solution. But the only difference with the normal solution is the physical appearance of a colloid solution, and it is appear as a opaque or milky appearance. And the basic example of the colloid is the milk. Actual solutions are those which have the particle size of typical ion or small molecule, that is 0.1 to 2 nanometer in diameter. यानी अगर हमारे पास solution है तो उसमें particle size जो है वो इतना reduce हो जाता है, that is equal to the ion or small molecule, and the solution is usually transparent unless and until if the solvent is of a colored solution, then it will be a colored compound. ठीक है, तो हमारा जो मेन टॉपिक है एंड जिसमें हम वी विल परफॉर्म सर्टेन न्यूमेरिकल्स, इट इज बेसिकली फोकस ऑन दी normal or true solutions. Then we have the term solubility, and solubility is the maximum amount of a substance that can be dissolved in a given volume of the solvent. And according to the solubility, we have three types of solution, that is unsaturated solution, saturated solution and supersaturated solution. As we all know, unsaturated solutions are those solutions which has not reached its maximum solubility, and they have the ability that more solute could be still dissolved in the solvent, and more solute can be added. While saturated solutions are those solutions that has reached the maximum solubility, and if we add more solute at this point, it will not dissolve into the solution. Instead, it will remain precipitated as a solid at the bottom of the solution. हमें ये नजर आएगा physically ये जब हम, for example, if we are going to make a solution of sugar, then initially unsaturated solution is formed. After the continuous addition of the sugar in a water of a fixed volume, there is a point is reached where it attains its maximum solubility, and after the addition of more solute, it will not dissolve into the solution, and it will remain precipitated at the base of the solution. At this phase, there is basically equilibrium state is reached. Then in special circumstances, there is a solution called as supersaturated solution can be formed, and it basically formed by changing or altering the temperature or pressure of a liquid. For example, if we want to increase the solubility of the sugar, then we increase its temperature. When we increase its temperature, it will increase its kinetic energy and reduce the spaces in the solution, and for that more solute can easily be dissolved in a solution. So it will yield supersaturated solution. Then we have discussed that basically the solubility is the predictor of the substance, and it is important for the characteristic of a substance that each ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हर सब्सटेंस में डिसॉल्व हो जाएगा. We want our solubility, ये हमारा जो solute है, it has to be dissolved in a solvent to prepare a solution. यानी हम सस्पेंशन की बात नहीं कर रहे, हम यहाँ solutions की बात कर रहे हैं. तो इसमें जो क्राइटेरिया है वो है like, dissolve, like. इसमें पोलर कंपाउंड जो है वो पोलर सॉल्वेंट्स में डिसॉल्व होंगी. इट मींस इफ वी हैव पोलर सॉल्यूट, इट विल डिसॉल्व इन अ पोलर solvent. If we have non-polar solute, then it will dissolve in a non-polar solvent. If we have the compound which is in between the non-polar and ionic compound, then it will also again solubilize in different types of solvent depending upon its polarity. And it basically depend on the electronegativity of the element which are present in a solute. So the main rule is the like dissolves like. Now to calculate the concentration of a solution, we basically divide the constituent or divide the solute mass by the total volume of a mixture. And if we talk about the quantitatively, then we have certain formulas by which we can determine the exact concentration of the solution. For that, the most important one is the molarity. Molarity is the expression of the concentration of the solution in which it is basically the solution is the number of moles of solute present exactly in 1 liter of solution. And we can say that if we talk about the sodium chloride, then we will initially determine its mass, and then we will express in gram. This molecular mass which is expressed in gram, after the expression we will weigh accurately sodium chloride according to its molecular weight, which is 58.5. How? Because the molecular weight of the sodium is 23, and for chloride the molecular weight is 35.5. By adding both of these, we will get 58.5. For 1 molar solution, we have to dissolve 58.5 gram in 1 liter. It is a very simple chemistry which we already learned in the chemistry of the 9th class. This is the first example that we have to calculate the number of moles of sodium hydroxide needed to make 2.5 liter of 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide. We have certain steps. First of all, we should carefully read the numerical, and so that we can determine what is given in the data. In this numerical, what we have already given in the data, that is the solute is sodium hydroxide, which is dissolved usually in the water to make 0.1 molar solution. Sodium chloride, sodium hydroxide is the polar compound, and water is also a polar solvent, so it easily dissolves sodium hydroxide. The volume of the water, the total volume of the solution is 2.5 liter, and required concentration or the required solution की जो हमें concentration है, it's 0.1 mole per liter. What we require, it's the amount of solutes in moles. How much amount we will need to prepare such solution. What will be the strategy? First of all, the same formula which is present in this slide, we have to arrange this formula. We have to rearrange the equation to solve the desired unit. And then we also double check all units in the equation and make sure that all units are matched, they are similar. For example, if we are using the volume, all limits should be in either liter, or all units should be in either ml. Only one type of unit is used. Then perform any conversion if it is needed, so that units are matched. After double checking, then we have to place these value into the required and do certain maths. Always note that for calculating the problems, instead of molarity के लिए हम m use नहीं करते, rather than by instead of using m, we will use moles per liter, so that this will allow us to cancel out our units when we are doing the calculations. It means कि अगर हम मोल m की जगह मोल पर लीटर लिखेंगे तो इसलिए मोल से मोल कट जाएंगे and it will cross the volume is remain. Now what is the solution of the same question? We have to rearrange the equation so that we get the desired value. Initially we required number of moles. For that we multiply the molarity, which is already given, by the liters of the volume. Then we double check all the units that the volume should be in liter, and then we will perform the numericals. Then अब आप इसको कैलकुलेट करें और सोचें कि जो हमारा क्वेश्चन था उसमें हम जब वैल्यूज प्लेस करेंगे तो क्या आंसर आएगा. यानी सबसे पहले हमें मोल्स पता चल जाएंगे कि हाउ मेनी मोल्स वी रिक्वायर टू प्रिपेयर 0.1 मोलर सोल्यूशन फॉर दी 2.5 of the volume 2.5 liter. This is the calculation. Moles into molarity into liters, and moles, the formula of mole is that we will place 0.1 moles into the 2.50, and this is basically mole per liter. By this L is cancelled, and after that we will get the molarity, which is the 0.25 moles of the sodium hydroxide. Another step is the preparation of the solution. For preparation, the information is still incomplete, and we have to proceed further. For that, we have to determine the mass by using the molecular mass of the sodium hydroxide. And in this case, at sodium is round off हम अगर करेंगे, it is 23, and oxygen is 16, and hydrogen is 1. After the addition of this, we will get the 40 gram per mole of the sodium hydroxide. Then we have to place, as we all know that moles are equal to the molecular weight expressed in the gram. हम क्या करेंगे, simple 39.97 is going to be multiplied with 0.25, and then the answer should be round off to 3 significant or 2 significant figure. In this case, we require 10 gram of the sodium hydroxide which is needed to make 2.5 liter. इसके और भी steps हो सकते हैं. Revising the steps कि हमने क्या किया कि पहले हमने जो हमारा फॉर्मूला था उसको रीअरेंज कर लिया. What we did कि सबसे पहले हमने अपना फॉर्मूला चेक कर लिया कि फॉर्मूला क्या है. फॉर्मूला हमारे पास था मोलैरिटी इज इक्वल टू मोल्स डिवाइड बाय volume in liter. When we arrange it, then we get the formula of mole, which is mass into which is the molarity into liter. Then हमें कोशिश ये करनी है कि जो वॉल्यूम की यूनिट है वो लीटर में ही हो, एंड देन वी हैव टू प्लेस द वैल्यू. इसलिए जब हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो वी विल गेट द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ द सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. एंड नंबर ऑफ मोल का क्या फॉर्मूला है कि मॉलिक्यूलर 1 मोल का फॉर्मूला है कि मॉलिक्यूलर वेट एक्सप्रेस इन ग्राम इन 1 लीटर. Or for 1 mole of sodium hydroxide contains 40 gram of the sodium hydroxide. तो 0.25 में कितने करेंगे, तो ये हम बेसिकली यूनिटरी मेथड से हम डिटरमिन कर रहे हैं कि 1 mole contains 39.97 gram, 2 moles contain 39.97 multiply by 2 and 0.25 mole contains 39.97 multiply with 0.25. समझ में आ रहा है कि हमें बेसिकली इस स्टेप पे जो कन्वर्जेशन हमने की है ये यूनिटरी मेथड से की है कि वी नो दैट 1 मोल ऑफ सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड इज इक्वल टू दी 1 मॉलिक्यूलर वेट ऑफ दी सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. यानी 1 मोल में 40 ग्राम है, 2 मोल्स में कितने होंगे 80 ग्राम होंगे. हमने क्या किया 40 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. 0.25 मोल्स में कितने होंगे, वी विल मल्टीप्लाई 40 ग्राम टू 0.25 मोल्स. उसके जरिए हमारे पास आंसर आ गया. जो भी आंसर आएगा वी हैव टू राउंड ऑफ टू 3 सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स. आफ्टर गेटिंग द रिजल्ट वी हैव टू एक्चुअली प्रिपेयर द सोल्यूशन. हमें जो सोल्यूशन बनाना है इन बायोकेमिस्ट्री लैब, तो वो कैसे बनाएंगे हम. वी टिपिकली डिसॉल्व द सॉल्यूट इन अ स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्वेंट. जितनी भी 10 ग्राम का हमारे पास आया है आंसर, 10 ग्राम जो है सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का, वी हैव टू डिसॉल्व इन अ मिनिमम अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्वेंट टू डिसॉल्व इट. यानी पहले हम जो भी टोटल वॉल्यूम है उसमें से थोड़ा सा हमने वॉल्यूम उसका ले लेना है, एंड देन वी हैव टू डिसॉल्व द सॉल्यूट इन अ सॉल्वेंट. एंड आफ्टर दैट द फाइनल वॉल्यूम कैन बी ब्रॉट अप टू दी 2.5 लीटर. तो हमने कुछ इस तरह के वॉल्यूमेट्रिक सिलेंडर्स और वॉल्यूमेट्रिक जार्स हमने यूज करने हैं जिसके जरिए हम आखिर में मेकअप करें वॉल्यूम को. इट मीन्स कि फॉर द सोल्यूशन केमिस्ट्री, फॉर द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ सोल्यूशंस, इट इज मैंडेटरी कि इनिशियली हम सॉल्यूट को डिसॉल्व करेंगे इन अ नॉर्मल क्वांटिटी ऑफ अ सॉल्वेंट, एंड देन वी हैव टू मेक अप द वॉल्यूम. इफ वी वांट टू ऐड 10 ग्राम ऑफ सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड डायरेक्टली टू 2.5 liter, the problem is that it will change its final volume. The final volume would be larger than 2.5 liter. यानी इसमें हम ये मिस्टेक नहीं करेंगे कि हमने पूरा मेजर कर लिया 2.5 लीटर और 10 ग्राम हमने मेजर कर लिया, क्योंकि 10 ग्राम उसका मास है तो उसका कुछ वॉल्यूम भी होगा. तो जब हम पूरा 2.5 मेजर करके उसमें डालेंगे तो वॉल्यूम एक्सीड हो जाएगा अब हमारे रिक्वायर्ड वॉल्यूम से. तो इन दिस केस हम क्या करेंगे कि पहले हम वी विल डिसॉल्व द सॉल्यूट इन स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ द सॉल्वेंट, and then we have to make up the volume which is called as the final volume. Otherwise the concentration of the solution would be less than the 0.1 molar. Remember that the final volume must include both solute and the solvent. This is the illustration that how we will prepare a solution of known concentration using a solid solute. इसमें हमने basically solid solute लिया है. तो we will start by weighing the calcium cobalt chloride in this case. ये हमने cobalt chloride को जो है वो पहले हमने weigh कर लिया. Then we have, अगर उसका वॉल्यूम हमें 500 ml लेना है तो we have certain volumetric flask. उससे हमने जो है वो cobalt chloride we transfer the cobalt chloride in a flask, and then we take the solvent in small amount and slowly add it into the volumetric flask. In this case the solvent is ethanol. Once it is dissolved completely in the solvent, the volume of the solution can be brought up to the final solution of the volume. As indicated, there is a mark, a black line in the neck of the flask. In this case, the total volume is the 500 ml. So there are several types of volumetric flasks which are available in the market, and they are present in different sizes. to accommodate different types of solutions of different types of solutions volume. If the volumetric flask of desired volume is not available, then there are certain cylinders which are graduated cylinders that can also be used to accurately measure the solvent and bring a solution to its final volume. Otherwise, glasswares like beakers and other flasks are not accurate enough to make the most solution. So, if we want to prepare a known concentration with complete accuracy, we have to select either volumetric flask or graduated cylinders. These are more accurate as compared to the other types of beakers and Erlenmeyer flask. This is the first type of the numericals. So you have to note down these types of questions in your manual. First of all, you have to calculate the molarity or arrange their formulas depending upon the need. कि आपने क्या करना है कि ये तमाम जो numericals हैं आप इसको solve करेंगे. Every student should solve these numericals. तमाम student जो हैं वो खुद solve करेंगे and after listening the lecture और कोशिश करेंगे कि जो अपनी पुरानी chemistry है उसको revise करें. And after confirmation of the answers, then you have to write down in your manual. कहाँ लिखने हैं आपको? In our manual we have certain blank pages at the back or in between the manual. वहाँ पे आप numericals की heading डालकर उसकी जो concentration type है, for example in this case molarity की heading में आपने ये questions लिखने हैं. These are 6 in number. After 1 week I will share its answer कि इसके answer क्या है, so that each student should cross check कि उसने कहाँ कोई mistakes तो नहीं किया. This is all about the determination of the concentration through the molarity.